All right, good morning, everybody. It's February 13th, Thursday. So we're in Roku right now. It's a little bit late getting to the recording. Getting ready to put our profit stop in right here and then see if we can get a 2 or 3 to 1 out of it. A little bit of resistance in this area, so see what we can do here. Yeah, it's not going to be a whole lot of money, especially after commission, but it could still be a winner. Every dollar counts. It all adds up. A lot of small wins turn into a big account. So let's see here. This target is 141.65 roughly. So what's the spread over here? Got a pretty big spread. So this will actually have to get to like 75 before I can put my stop in. The bid ought to be on 65. So we'll see the candle tick 75 probably. All right. So we're going to go ahead and mark this up and we'll come back. Alright, so Roku's technically hitting this target right now, so I'm tempted just to sell out because this looks like a resistance area. It hit the target. I could bounce out, but I'm feeling greedy and I'm going to wait for a 2 to 1 on it, I think. Or just give me the target on this side. But really, this trading strategy goes by the candle hitting the target, not necessarily the price. So, you know, if there's a big spread, sometimes the price will be just a little off, but most of the time the price will hit. So we'll hang out, wait for the price, and hope that it wasn't just a candle that hit the target. Alright, so here we are in Roku. It looks like we're going to take a loser on it. It was a winner, and looks like we're taking a loser. It's so hard to trade when you have distractions at home, especially when you're babysitting. Hard to be focused, hard to pay attention. If I would have did a set it and forget it on this, I may have gotten a win out of it, but maybe not because it was a few pennies off. But had I been focused, I could have just hit the sell button when we had this pullback. But unfortunately, I was dealing with other things, and now it looks like this might be a loser, but we'll see. We'll come back in a few minutes, and hopefully it rallies. Yeah, this is why you see a lot of videos where traders have their little trade hideaway, if you will, at home, where it's in the garage or a detached house or somewhere where they can be away from pets, family, and all that stuff. It's super hard to trade when you got this kind of distraction. And then let's see what time it is when we get stopped out here. All right. All right, didn't take that long, so we stopped out of there. So all right, so we're in right here on this. So we're going to put our range order in here. Stop, mark, range. 89.17. And then we'll watch it. So we'll go up here, 90.33. So, all right, so we got our order. So while we're looking at that, let's go back and talk about something. So Roku, here we are with Roku. So I should not have traded this actually. The switch happened here and I didn't have confirmation or permission to jump in. If I did jump in, it was supposed to be on this candle, which would have been a winner, but I didn't have all the pieces, so I shouldn't have even traded it. I was very distracted this morning, so I didn't pay attention, and I got in here where I was supposed to be, if anything, getting out. So I took a loss on it. So it was coming back down. My stop should have been around here, but I was frustrated and moved my stop down here. So when and plus see, there's consolidation here, so I moved my stop to the bottom of that. And then when I got stopped out, I was even more frustrated because I was in a trade I shouldn't have been in. I wasn't paying attention. I was super distracted. Now I just lost, you know, a pretty big loss. So then, to make matters worse, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to short it. So basically revenge trading. I jumped in short right here, right? I got out pretty much there and jumped in short. And then watched the stock turn right around and rally back up above where I bought it. I would be in the green right now. And so I took a loss on that direction. So then I jumped over to CVS, which, you know, yesterday I had a winner on it. So, and took a loss. It's one of those days. So now we're going, we'll recover the entire day, or maybe it'll just be a continuation of a disaster in the making. All right, we'll be back in a little bit. See what we end up with. All right, so here we are. I made a huge mistake. I walked away without doing the set it and forget it. So typically, this is how it works, right? So we have a switch in the deal. My algorithm switches, and then I look at the volume and I look at my other indicator, my other algorithms, and look for permission. So I get permission, then I get in, and then normally I set it and forget it. There's my stop, there's my target. That's it. That gives me about 80-85% success. Then I don't have to do nothing else. But if I'm going to sit here and watch it, I'll look for a 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 potential. So basically, when this candle breaks through here, I'll put my stop in, and as long as I get lucky and it runs and I get a 2-to-1 or a 3-to-1, you know, it breaks the next level, I'll move my stop and move my stop. So in this case, it almost got to here. Normally I would put a stop in, pretty much break even at this point if I didn't just mark it out right here, but I didn't. So then, so I was planning on watching this, so that's why I have my stop. It's like way up here or something crazy, 90.33 or whatever. So right here, I got it actually. So so then I walked away and didn't come back until just now. So right here we hit our target, and looking at the spread, we would have definitely sold and we would have had a winner right here. But I'm coming back right here in this candle and we're selling off back down. So the question now is, do I just get out because I should have been out here anyway, and I just take my $13 or $14, which would cover commissions for this stock and one of these other ones that I broke the rules on, except for CVS. That was a good trade. Even though I was a loser, I did everything right. Roku should have only been like a $30 loss, but shouldn't have been in it in the first place, and then I revenge traded it. It was just bad. So just bad. So that's how it goes sometimes. I don't know why traders do it. You know, I don't know if it's worse for beginner traders or for pro traders that you get FOMO or that you revenge trade, or I don't know who it's worse for. Because sometimes as a pro trader, you've seen stuff work out occasionally, so then you'll take it. Whereas maybe as a beginner trader, you've never seen anything and you're afraid, so you don't do anything. Like, I wonder how that is. I don't remember. It was so long ago when I started. All right, so I'm gonna do a little checky here, and maybe I'll stay in this for a little while. See what happens with this candle here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump out on a market, 60 shares. Yeah, that's how it is. We missed our opportunity. We're supposed to be out. We'll be out. Commissions will be covered. So, okay, so we'll go ahead and jump out here at 660. So basically cover commission. What? Not enough. Why? Oh, I'm long in the stock. I need to sell it. Oh, because I got this order open. All right, close that order. So now we're going to get out. So, okay, so we're out of some. We got permission in a couple seconds here. 50 shares and short. All right, so we're but that's, you know, just it's a day full of mistakes. I probably shouldn't be trading right now, but we are, so that's how it is. All right, just cancel that order. We're going to go ahead and put in our new order here as soon as this pulls back down. I just walked back in the office and missed this little move like by minutes, or we'd probably be out already. So maybe it's a good thing I missed it. We'll see what happens here. We are breaking through a little bit of a consolidation pattern. So maybe we'll get this again, and who knows, maybe we'll get a 2-to-1 out of it. Either way, if we get out right now, we pick up another 20 bucks, so it's not bad. Chipping away at this terrible start to the day. All right, we'll see. We'll come back in a couple minutes here if we put this order in. We got to be out of all of our positions here at 350, so we got about 20 minutes left, not even. 96 is our stop, so 95 is where we're at. So we're ready to go. High of 96. 89 is a new low, so we're short, so we're going to go ahead and buy this back. So if it backs up, we're out, no big deal. And if it wants to keep running, then we'll see what else we can get out of it. All right, so we're out. No, why are we not out? Maybe we're in a queue. 96, 89, 96, 80. Yeah, we go. All right. What did we sell out at? 98. Okay, cool. So I got a little slippage on it. Yeah, perfect. So 21 bucks on that. So let's look at this day real quick, because this day was kind of a disaster. So let's make this where we can see it. All right, so it all started with our first trade of Roku. Let's shrink that. So Roku, let's look at that real quick. All right, so here we are. So the strategy is, you know, this has to switch, and then we have to get confirmation or permission. So we had a switch right here in pre-market the last 5 minutes, but we didn't have confirmation or permission. So it was a no trade. But if I did trade it, it would be at this candle right here, and we would have got out somewhere in here, and yeah, it would have been a winning trade. Would have broke the rules, but it would have been a winning trade. I got in here, so wrong place to get in. I don't even know why. I was really distracted this morning with everything here at home. So for whatever reason, I got in here. I have no idea. Well, I thought for sure. I don't know. I must have thought this was a good trade. So clearly it was wrong and took a loss. And then I moved my stop because I didn't want to lose, because I was having one of those days and I didn't want it to be a losing day on top of everything else. So I moved my stop because I figured we had some support here. Say this. All right, so looks somewhat logical. We have some support in here. Got broken a little bit there, but came back up and was still support. So I moved my stop down here somewhere, right in this area. Sure enough, it came down just enough to stop me out. I'm guessing there's a lot of people that had their stop down there, so market makers probably took that dip to dump a bunch of traders. It's just my guess. So anyway, so I had my stop down here, and then sure enough, it hit off of the support area and rallied back up, and I could have been getting out somewhat break even and said, you know, I wasn't supposed to be in this trade. I should just get out. I could have did that. If I didn't do that, I would have stayed in, and then I would have got out somewhere around, you know, here end of day for a small loss. That's what could have happened with Roku, but wasn't supposed to trade it. There's no other places here where I could trade it. No more permission. Lots of switches, but no permission. Right here, we get a switch and we get permission. So I could have got in here, stop here, and we'd be coming to the target here. So had I been patient all day and waited for Roku, winner. Could have had a winner in Roku today. All right, so instead we took like 100 and, what do we do? Roku, like $125 loss instead, because we were flustered this morning, revenge trading, not emotionally connected. Like that's all those things say don't trade. It's better just to stay in cash and go do something else, go for a bike ride or whatever. So, but instead I traded. So we took that huge loss. And then following the system, our next up at bat, we have our, we have a switch, but no permission. Then we get a switch again and we got permission. So we had a loser, good trade. No worries. We're going to have losses. You know, who cares? But perfect example of a good loser. So I'm fine with that loser. I got out where I was supposed to. All good. Happy with that trade. So now I would have had, if I traded the day properly, I would have had one loser. Yes, I would not have been in Roku. So I ended up getting out with a loser, I believe, because I missed this opportunity to win. And then, or maybe it was just a small, no, it was a small winner, 420. Because I missed my opportunity to exit here. And then it came back. I just got out. But had I stayed in, so the system worked, winner. So we would have had 1 to 1. Now, if I would have put my profit loss, my risk reward equal, I would have lost, you know, whatever it was, 30 bucks, and so I could have made 30 bucks, break even day. All right, next up at bat, we go with a winner. So now it would have been 1R winner for the day. And then if I had the buying power, the only other trade today that was active that I could have bought was Roku. And go back to Roku. We could have got into Roku and had a 2R winner. So it should have been a 2R day today, winning day, a green day. Instead, we're going to close the day with a huge red day of $135. So, yep, which means tomorrow we'll open up the account around $1,200. Still in the $100 range. Once we get to 1,000, we got to bump it back down to the $50 R&R bracket, which, you know, these stocks are expensive, so I can't really even risk reward that much. But in the cheaper stocks that do pop up, I can, but I'll have to drop it down after today. So, or not after today, after if I get back down to 1,000. So, hopefully tomorrow we can recover a little bit of today. You know, maybe by the end of next week we're recovered fully back to 1,500. Is what it is. That's what happens when you break the rules or you're not focused and you unintentionally take trades that you shouldn't have been in. That's how it goes. All right, see you guys tomorrow.